This is ABRSM Grade 3 Theory. This is question 7, Music in Context. This question is usually separated into multiple parts. We've got 7.1, 7.2, and if we go across the page, we've got 7.3. They're all asking you questions on this one piece of music which they have written out. Now, none of the questions that they're going to ask you are particularly new things. These are all things that you should know and that you've covered in the exam, but it's pulling it together and putting everything into context. So the question asks to study this melody and then answer the questions that follows. So I would just have a quick look through it. Notice the time signature, notice the key signature, notice the clef that it's in. Have a quick look through and my eyes would go to things like slurs, and we've got staccato notes and there is an accent, there's some more slurs there, there's a diminuendo, oh there's a forte at the start, so we've got multiple different dynamic changes all the way through, we've got a decrescendo at the end, we have some rising scales here and here. We've got some more slurs across those notes as well. We've got some staccato notes and we have a dotted crotchet rest at the end. So there's a lot of things here that you need to be taking in. Now, once you've taken these in, you don't have to remember it all because it is down there in front of you. Once you've done that, you can have a look and see what the questions are. Okay, so the first question, 7.1, says, compare the following to bar 1 of the melody, then tick which one is correct. So they've given you 3 copies of bar 1 and you have to work out which one is correct. Okay, so the possible answers are A is an exact copy, B is an exact copy, C is an exact copy, or they're all different from the original. So let's have a look. We'll start off by looking at A. So this is what we're looking at here. And we're going to have a look at this. Is it the same? Okay, now we have the bass clef is the same, the flats are the same, 6/8 is the same. We'll just have a quick look through the music. Yes, it looks identical. We have that natural there. Yes, and we've got the staccato articulation is all in the right place. We've got the right note values. The forte underneath is correct. So, oh my goodness, what could it be? Hopefully that you took in that you have this across the top. And we have got replacement of allegro with allegretto. So no, it is not an exact replica of the bar. So we know that this one is not the same as the original. Okay, let's have a look at B, see if we can spot the difference. So if you want to have a go by yourself, you might want to stop the video, see if you can figure it out, and then carry on when see whether or not we come to the same answer. Okay, so let's have a look at the same thing. I'm looking at the clef. I always start at the beginning because it's a lot easier. So we're in the bass clef, that's correctly placed. The 3 flats are also correctly placed. Time signature is the same. Forte underneath. I'm going to check that word across the top this time. Allegro, sforzando. Yes, that's also the same. So now let's check these notes and these note values. Okay, so the first grouping of 3, yes, they're the same notes. They've got slurs across the top and they are the same note value there. So, okay, that's fine. Let's go on to the next bit. Okay, slur across the top and we're checking the note value. Yes, also fine. Last 2 notes. I spot a difference. I spot a difference with this note. Okay, so if you see it too, it is a natural in the original copy and it is not natural. It's got no sign next to it at all in the B. So we now know it's not this one. This one is not identical either. Okay, let's have a look at the third one, and you need some really good eyes to look at all this. So you should be quite used to it now. So let's have a look and see if we can figure it out. So let's have a look at the clef. Okay, clef, yes, correctly placed, and it is to the bass clef. Flats, oh, hang on. there's a B flat and an E flat in this version, but there's a B flat, E flat and A flat in the original. Okay, I think I've spotted something. So this one definitely isn't correct. I mean, I could go on looking throughout the example, but since it's right at the very beginning, it's not the same. We know that this one is not the same. So the answer is this one. They are all different from the original. So you have to have some really decent observation skills and take it bit by bit for this one. So I challenge you to do it with all of your sample ones that you're going to do. Okay, next question. Circle true or false. The tempo remains the same throughout the melody. Okay, so tempo. That's going to be things like a change in tempo that you'll see across the top. It's going to be something like a rit, or even the word a tempo. No, I don't see any of that. I see diminuendo, but that means getting quieter. All of these are dynamic changes, as is this. All of those are. So actually, I don't see anything at all. So it looks to me like that could be true, and that it does actually remain the same throughout. Okay, then we have to jump to the next page. Complete the following 3 sentences by ticking one box for each. A. The highest note in the melody is C, E flat, B flat or E. Okay, right, well, let's work it out. So I'm going to have a quick look through and I am going to find what I think is the highest note of the melody. Now, those are pretty high here and here, but this one's higher. So I'm going to work this one out, and I know this is the bass clef, so this is going to be an E. Do not fall down the trap of thinking this is an E without looking at your key signature. So we have 3 flats, which is B flat, E flat, and A flat. They always go in the correct order. So that means that must be an E flat. So let's go back over the page, and luckily we only had the option there to be an E flat. If there was an E as well, you need to take super duper care to make sure that you have chosen the correct one. There is a dotted quaver in which bar? Okay, well, I can remember those bar numbers and look, but I'm actually just going to go back and look for my dotted quavers. I have a few. I can spot one here. Let's get rid of all of this actually so that it's more clear. A dotted quaver, right, well there's a few of them, isn't there? Dotted quavers. Okay, nothing in this bar, nothing in that bar. Okay, there's one there. Right, okay, so I've got a few that I found. I'm just double checking to make sure I haven't got any more. No, pretty certain I haven't. So what was the question? It was bar 3, 4, 5 or 7. So bars 3, let's highlight this, 4, 5 or 7. Now really, there's nothing in 3, there's nothing in 4, there's nothing in 7, so the only possible answer could be 5. Okay, so let's tick that one so we know that it's 5. Last question. There is a note marked to be played with an accent. Okay, let's go and see if we can find where these accents are. So we know what an accent looks like. It looks like this. So let's go and find it. Okay, let's see if we can spot any. Oh, there's one. Okay, look on every single note. Okay, I can't find any more. So that I've got that in bar 2. I'm double checking. I'm triple checking. Look above the note for notes with stems that go down, and below the note when the stems go up. You'll find it near the note head. Okay, can't find anything at all. So other than this, so I know that this is going to be bar 2, and there is a bar 2. Okay, excellent. Now, when you've finished it, you're not done. Go back and recheck the whole thing again. I bet you'll find some mistakes. Okay, good luck.